Oh my god. Alright. Holy crap. Okay. So let's do this. Okay. Now, let's not move the tripod for now. Let's start removing these pins. And I'll try to do it in a way that shows, hopefully the pins are still stuck together. Crucially, the orientation should be the expected one, but with a little luck, the pins will actually still be bound. Well, that one wasn't bound, so great. Let's see. That goes here and here, and the spring is here. Now, let's remove this. Man, I'm shaking. The amount of adrenaline, holy hell. Okay, let's see if you'll be still joined. Nope, not joined, because everything doesn't go according to plan. Oh my god. In case you couldn't tell, this is the first time I've actually gotten it fully open. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah. Great. Neither of these three have been, I said I'd screw with them quite a bit while touching the back pins. Let's see. Yep. Here. Remove spring. No. Right orientation at least, but still not joined. That's the unfortunate bit about picking these things. But that is actually why I used the key quite a few times before, because that shows they were joined, at least when I started picking. Let's remove the spring. Clear. Let's see. Yep. Not joined either. Fantastic. You go here, and you go here. And let's go here. Okay. This goes here. Gosh. Spring. Yep, right orientation again, of course, but not joined. That's actually the first time none of them have been joined, but okay. So, let's now, if I remember, I should first remove these and only then give like a close-up of the stuff. Screw number one. Wow, still shaking. Okay. Remove this. Remove it like this. Okay. This goes here. So let's see if I can show slightly better. I hope. Here are all the grooves. Nothing super weird about this thing. Okay. Also nothing super weird about this. Just a cylinder. It's been grip screwed. Thanks, Legend of the Samurai. Here's the key. Let's see. Here's actually 2B Decipher's pick that I use for the back pins. And this is just a Sparrow's short hook for the front ones. And a tensioner. That's actually a wrench that I used at the bottom of the keyway. Now let's see if I can show, oh actually, got this here. Drill protection is even here. So here, let's see if I can show the pins. Right. So here are all the pins. Let's see, doing this through the lens is going to be impossible, but okay. As you can see, nothing super weird. In fact, let's see if I can just link them together. Wow, this is so annoying. Let's put the light somewhere else because it's in between the shot. I'll just link them together. Let's see. Here and here and here. Linked. Just to show how they're actually linked when they're inside the cylinder. All right. So, well, yeah, okay. This is super hard with the adrenaline. Here. Wow. Okay. This goes here. To calm myself down, I'll actually describe what I did, in case anyone's interested. Go on, yeah. Okay. And then we can get a shot of the pins all hooked up. Right. So that's how they are when inside the cylinder. And this is the cylinder. Nothing super spectacular about it, other than, of course, the grooves. Yeah. So here you can see they actually all link up just fine. You can actually see it matches the key, although you need some sort of imagination to kind of see how these go. So, as to how I did this, in case you're a fellow picker who's trying to see how to pick these things. So the test is, again, the jiggle test as always. These two first ones, you can see, like you can actually look at them, at least the first one, and see it jiggle. It has a smaller angular rotation when it's bound against the shear line than, full 360 degrees. But it still has some rotation, and it's more than when it's bound up but not in the correct alignment. So you'll see it, jiggle a bit more when it's in alignment than when it's without. The general strategy was, I used the key a few times, so that kind of resets them all to horizontal, and then I raked it so that randomizes the angle. But if you lift while doing this sort of motion, like so, then, and that's actually similar to how you could pick a Medeco if you wanted. But the deal here is you can't split the rotation from the shear, so you have to rotate while you're pushing up. And at some point you'll hit shear, and hopefully you're in the correct alignment. If not, you can still jiggle it a bit while it's bound on shear line, but what you'll have seen me do a bunch of these times, actually just release tension a bit, let it fall down, and try again, rotating up as it goes up. One of the nice things about picking this is you can release tension and drop some pins, and because the already set pins are so well bound up, because that's the sort of lip and these pins, you might imagine, let's see if the camera can focus. Probably won't focus, but when it's like so, probably won't focus, will it? Right, anyway, when it's like so, it's very hard for cylinder turning, which will move it like this, to actually let it drop down entirely. And so you can sort of at will let a prefix of the pins that you've set fall back down. Usually that's going to be 1, but in this case, these back 2 pins are actually very hard to feel with the pick. Let me show you. Actually, the place where the pick rests is about here, is at the top of this lower groove. So these ones are hard to feel, and so what I did with these is I can tell when this one is sort of jiggly, but for this one, because the pin number 5 is so close to pin number 4, I actually can't rotate it freely so well when it's high, because I risk oversetting number 5, and that's what happened plenty of times. So I would just let pressure go, tension go, sorry. And usually either this pin or this one and this one, the last two, would fall. And that's kind of fine because they usually don't sort of rotate themselves when you release tension. So just like pushing up on pin 6 again will just sort of do what I wanted it to do. And oftentimes I actually release tension and dropped until pin number 3 because that's actually a pin I can see from the keyway. So pin number 3, I would just release tension and then just push it up, check that it's still, you know, jiggly and more than just completely bound up. And if not, just fix it up. But then even if I have to fix number 3, number 4 is probably still right. Their rotations are completely independent, so that's great. And yeah, at the end, I actually have to lift up pin number 5 a bit to allow this deep hook to enter under pin number 6 and lift it. That's why you've seen me use this. Where is it? There's a, here. There's an SS Dev hook that I use, and the only purpose of that is to lift pin number 5 after using a short hook to set these two enough so that these this long hook, deep hook, can actually reach pin number 6 without you know, having to lift pin number 4 up. So this was a fairly challenging bitting. Not sure if you can see this, but it's very challenging. Yeah, I'm rambling now, just basically waiting for the adrenaline rush to stop. But this is by far the hardest lock I've ever picked. And it's really, really beautiful. Yeah, you can see there's actually some drill protection. It sits right here, which I'm not going to be able to drop correctly. Ah, great. Yeah, so it sits inside the cylinder. That's why I turned it upside down. Even though drill protection wasn't actually there, just by instinct. Drill protection's here. I don't want it to fall into here. Nothing will happen, you won't brick it, but it'll just lock up. So yeah, this was the Emhart 6-pin picked and gutted. Hope you guys have a great day.